Hey there, fighters against the Hegemony. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Starsector Nex Revolution, Episode 10, Crumbling Core. Running missions for Indie Pirate Try sounds good to me. I'm just going to call them core factions, so it'll be a little bit easier. I think for now, I'm going to look for missions that aren't too absurd to take on. You know, easier ones. And then, because the justification, the reason behind that is I don't want expensive running costs for my fleet. And then, oh, was that resource stockpile? It's not what I meant to do. And then once we have a little bit more profitable of a homeworld, I can ramp up my fleet size. Because I don't want, I don't want to pay out the nose. Doesn't make sense. So what is our current stability here? 6? Good. As long as above 5. We do have decivilized subpopulation, but that actually comes at a bit of a benefit because our growth from the decivilized subpopulation adds to colony growth. So we'll grow faster. Kind of works out as long as I offset it appropriately. So let's get back to core. Can you remove decivilized trait? Not in vanilla. I'll put it that way. Where's the closest gate to me? One day, maybe? Okay. Because I could also, once I have a little bit more money and I don't need to babysit things, I could also consider getting a gate up at my home system. The thing is, and this is the worry, you only ever can make one gate. So if I did that, I would be settling into Albari forever, right? Like more or less. Like I wouldn't want to build a gate there and then ever pull, oh Jesus, pull the gate up and have to move. Let me turn off my transponder for reasons. Hey, what's floating here? What, mining station? Cool. And we have an orbital habitat. Oddly enough, these remnants here aren't defending it, so I am going to loot it. A hail. They want heavy machinery? They want to destroy the settlement? Wait, hold on. I gotta read this. A ship. Gods, we're glad to see you. For the longest time, we were wondering if there was anyone else alive out there. There's something that you can help with us. There's a pack of knaves and scum that need dealing with. Could lay the rotten nests ourselves, but sure, I accept. Use a little fuel, gain a little heavy machinery, and blow up some scum. Cool. This is unsurveyed. It doesn't have ruins, so no point in doing that. Let's see if I can go to the orbital habitat before the Nexus catch up to me. I can. And it was worth it, because I have a beta core. I'm dumping all the fuel, all the food rather, because I don't have space for it. There was a weapons cache up here, and the remnants seem to be leaving me alone, so yes please. Not much in it though. So if I want to use this, using this gate's kind of going to suck, because there's Ordos that defend it. Have I planted the shunt yet? No. Planting the shunt isn't something you can just do. It's a huge fight. It's not like a, oh, okay, shunts in. It's a, you gotta fight for your life to be able to get it in. So it's not something I'm gonna be doing anytime soon. I'll do it when I'm able and ready. But don't worry, I haven't forgotten. All right, looking for missions. Equipment cache. Oh, this actually is really good to do because at Borlu, I have all those transmutonics. So yeah, let's absolutely do that. So that's the one I'm going to do right now. Wait, what? There's a... Oh, was there a tech... I am so confused. Hold on one second. My brain is parsing slowly. Okay, it's not in my home system. There's a tech cache. Oh, at Alpha Doomer. Okay, so there's also a tech cache out that way. Cool. So for me to pick up all those transplutonics, I need a lot more storage space. So I'm going to go pick up some extra storage ships and get that equipment cache mission underway. It's not too inconvenient to use the one-day gate for now. But once things are a little bit more stabilized at home, I can consider adding a gate if that's something you guys want. My only hesitation is that I might want to do the Foxtrot Charlie wormholes instead of a gate so that they're removable, because once you build a gate, that's the only gate you ever build. So it's very permanent. And it looks like the only nascent gravity well around Albari is our planet, so I can just know that for the future. So let's get rid, yeah, cargo holds, cargo holds, cargo holds. Okay, cool. We have 3,200 cargo, should be plenty. In fact, that's too much. There we go. I can ditch one. We still have plenty. I really ought to carry more heavy machinery around with me at all times so I can survey things when I get to them. And then, in terms of surveying, I should have more crew as well, because if I don't have enough crew, we're not going to be able to survey. And I'm just going to plop some of the things that I'm willing to part with into my inventory now, because once I get back to Core Worlds, I'm just going to sell this stuff. So like low survey data is fine to sell, and some of these weapons are fine as well. Now the only concern I have is fuel. So we're heading out to Borlu, which is over here, the Blue Giant. So let's go to Pear, slip back to the Core Worlds, buy some fuel, and then head out to Borlu. So between the gate at one day and being able to slip surge to the Core Worlds from Pear, it's like I can live without a gate pretty easily. Because I'm already at Azea. This is the Azea system. So it's not inconvenient at all. Let's get out of here before they get pissed off that I just did a bunch of black marketing. All right, Borlu, you're down there. What's crazy is none of the Core Worlds except for Bell are large enough to slip surge off of, so I think we're just going the slow way out to Borlu. Because going all the way up to Belt and then slip surge back down probably will take more time. Because in vanilla, there is a lot of large, giant stars in the core systems, but not in my randomized galaxy. Just by chance. Keeping an eye on colony crises. Okay. Yeah, we're still okay. It'd be good to like make nice with the content at some point. And I do agree that a fusion lamp would be ideal. I just can't do that until we have one. So, Borlu. Let's see. We want an equipment cache that is some distance away from the center inside of a nebula. And then we also want to go back for our cargo pods. So I'll do the cargo pods first, because that's at least a known spot. Oh, I don't have enough room for all of it. I can always come back. It's only 5 supplies to put in another 400-day stable orbit. So the nebula's here, so it's got to be somewhere in there. I found it. I also found some remnants. It's just a tiny fragment. I could take them out. So it's probably this thing here. Yep, found it. Alright, remnants, you want to fight? Sure thing. Almost overheating. My hyper-aggression has won the day. Sensor packages is done. Some blueprints, which are at least lightweight and small. I'm a tiny bit oversupplied, like without room, so I'll just ditch some supplies. And bring this load back to Vortex. So, micro spoiler here. Transplatonics are what you need to be able to build a gate, and also what you need to be able to set up a tap, which is why I'm just storing them, because I have... Why am I going that way? I have multiple things I can use them for. So it doesn't really make sense for me to sell them, only for me to subsequently have to buy them. That just sounds like a waste of money. So I'm holding on to it as instead. Oh. That's interesting. Equipment cache at Anyang. I think I would prefer to start being a patron of the pirates, if and when given the opportunity, because they're the only ones that don't care about cores. Another tiny spoiler. If at any point, and I believe this also applies to Nexerelin, correct me if I'm wrong, but if at any point I want to make friends with... So this is not a tiny spoiler, it's a rather large spoiler. But if I want to make friends with remnants, which at some point I want to do, I can commission myself with Tritac, and I will, as a result of that, go neutral with the remnants. And then afterwards, I can start working towards doing the missions, like captive cores, to then befriend remnants. The reason not... Oh, hello. I am gonna disengage with the story point because I'm not ready to fight an Ordo. I didn't think that they'd be jumping using the slipstreams, so count me fearful. So the reason why I wouldn't want to befriend the remnants early is if I want to use cores. Can you guys stop? If I want to use cores myself, I can't farm cores if I'm friends with the remnants, because the only renewable source... I'm going to jump here because I'm getting beat up by these remnants. Oh god, why are they here? Can you... Oh, okay, great. Am I being attacked by them? Because... sure feels like it. So yeah, if I want cores, I need to be able to farm for them, and if I befriend the remnants, I can't farm for them. So although role-playing wise it makes sense to befriend the remnants, strategically it would be a bad idea because I would be limiting myself about the number of alpha cores that I have available to me. So those missions are done. I'll keep these blueprints on me because I'll just sell them. And Colony is, if I wasn't hazard paying, it's making a profit already. And it will make even greater a profit once the megaport is done, because accessibility will go up. So let's see if we can't pick up some pirate missions. They're really chasing me, aren't they? What the hell? I guess they laid claim to Albari, even though they only had, like, remnant fragments in Albari. And they're quite pissed I settled there. That would be my assumption as to what's going on, but I'm not sure. The Hedge are targeting Persean League yet again. That does not sound good for Persean League. Research station. I'll take that mostly just because breaking down a research station is awesome. I'll also take the one for the mining station because that could be pretty profitable. So I'm mostly just looking for high profit quests to do, so that I can take the money. Wait, what's here fighting me? I can take the money that I earn and invest in my colonies. Okay, I think we're good to go. Good to roll. So I've got to I'm looking just to see if there's any other missions that are in the same neighborhood as the ones I've accepted. So I've accepted mining station here and research station out there. No, there's none other in the neighborhood. So I'll go to the mining station first. I have good amount of storage space, although it highly depends whether it's like heavily guarded or not. That million went away quickly? Yeah, that's how it goes. That's why regularly on the polls I said build up a nest egg, you know, for you guys to vote on, because colonization makes money, but you have to invest a hell of a lot of it first. Mining station is orbiting an ice giant. Ice giant is in the south. This is a hostile system, so I gotta be a little careful here. So I'm just gonna drop right in on the ice giant so that I don't get ganked. There it is. Didn't really need to do the pulse, but whatever. Sensor package is done. Effulgent. Yeah, I could take on Effulgent. I hope. What's my next priority? It's voted on. So, don't ask me. I don't know. Wolf, what are you doing? Don't worry about that missile. What I want to do is I want to knock out the smaller ships and then take the Fulgent last so I can do hit and run tactics without having to worry about the small ships ganking me when I vent. Stay alive, Wolf. Stay on your toes. Stay away from the Fulgent for now. The next big investment in the colony is likely probably mining for the ores and organics that are on, but it needs to grow first. You can only set up industries once the planet grows. It is growing pretty fast. It's growing at like 7.5% per month, and that might even increase once the megaport is up. So in terms of colonization, the priority is either let Vortex grow or colonize Manuela, but I probably don't have the money to colonize Manuela and turn a profit, so it wouldn't make sense to do it now. Nice, you're dead. Wolf is doing okay. The Wolf's captain's level 7. It's actually a higher level captain than even I am. I think they're all steady. All my captains so far have been steady ones, but I'll double check that after this fight's done. Boom. That was smooth. Yeah! Nice! Another cryoarithmetic engine, my third, like I needed more, and a Dealmaker Holosuite, which is really good for income. That is awesome finds. Save. Why didn't I ever call and survey you? Probably because you were guarded by like remnants, I'd imagine. Let me quickly go up there to see if it was like a ruins. Because while I'm out here, I might as well check for ruins, because finding... I mean, that holosuite's amazing. That's gonna really help to make money. Oh yeah, it does have ruins, and I should have the crew to survey it. I do. That's why I didn't survey it before, because it was just too big. It had garbage, but yeah, whatever. I just got treasure, I can't complain. Alright, I think we're done here. Out. And the next one we wanted to go to is pretty far east. McCultus. I don't think I have any gates near... Weaver's not too far away. So maybe what I'll do is I'll go back to Azea, sell things, and then jump out to Weaver. Oh, this is a red giant. Let me take a shortcut. Yoink. Wow, that was a good shortcut. Another mining station out at this is the same neighborhood, right? I think. Where's the other one that they want me to go to? McCultus? Yeah, I mean, that's not too far off. And then there's a survey toxic world at Pontus. I'll take that as well. So we're heading east, or whatever you call that way in, or this way in space. trying to group our missions together. Now, if you're asking about Freeport, Freeport, in my opinion, is only worth doing is if you can do it and keep your stability above 5, which we can. So I am now Freeporting, but it only makes a 1% growth difference and like a tiny bit of credit difference. So it's worth doing if you can afford the stability hit. It's also worth doing if you have critical resources that can't be imported, like drugs or organs or whatever. Then it would also be worth it. Because you can't import those resources without a free port, because they're smuggle stuff. Alright, I think we're done here. So we'll gate out to Weaver. Oh boy, Tractac's going down too. I'll say just went down. So let's take a quick look at the geopolitics here. Sunrise has a coalition member size. Tritac's down to 1 world, Persian to 3, and Hedge is up to 12. So the Hedge is living up to their name in a very dangerous way. Oh, hello. Don't mind if I do. Another commander. Are you worth keeping? You missile now. You're maybe the first one I'm going to dismiss because you're like missile spec with energy. Although they are elite. No, the missile isn't elite. You only have 1 elite skill and it's in energy. Yeah. All right, I'm going to get rid of you. You're just not. You're more expensive and you don't have skills that I would ever put in that order. Okay, here's another one. All right, let's take a look at the new one. Field mod, unelite, elite systems expertise, unelite energy, unelite ordnance, unelite polarized armor. Okay, I'll keep you. Raffles up. Do I want to Shrike? Sure. Raffle's also up for that Shrike, I suppose. Can you restrict certain items like the AI factions? Setting laws in that way? Not without mods, no. Or not that I know of. And also, why would you? You would essentially just be making it illegal for yourself to move things in your own space. It like kind of wouldn't make sense because you're kind of above the law anyway. But I guess technically you could. Just, I don't know if it would make sense at all. And now I'm also gaining experience from governed colonies, which is nice because I'll have sort of passive XP gain, which will ultimately be helpful for leveling up. Alright, so where are we going to next? Accepted quests, Pontus or Macultus? I'll go to Macultus first. Oh, before this remnant fragment jinx me? Jesus. I forgot that it's dangerous out there. So do you have weapons? You do. Ion B. Oh, you're actually built up. I don't even need to do anything. Nice. This Shrike is not designed perfectly, but like not designed horribly. It's swanky. There is a tundra world out here too. So I'm here for a research station that is located to the heart. So it's orbiting the star, I'd imagine. I also am not alone, and there's things orbiting Yav. A lot of debris fields, and I might be being chased. I'm not sure about that, but I imagine that's true. I also just discovered the location of an orbital habitat, which is at Elgava. Aren't I heading to Elgava to go to an orbital habitat? No, to a mining station. So there's both a mining station and an orbital habitat in Elgava. Cool. People want off the planet. Sure. I have space. This is not a very good colony. Oh, and Marines want off the planet. All right. Not a very good colony because it has transplutonic ore on a farming planet. As you can see, farmland and transplutonics, and it's decivilized. And it's not terrible, but it's pretty isolated with high gravity and it's cold. Tundra world, after all. So let's go hunt down the research station. And yep, there's definitely pirates that want to kill me. Can you stop that? Yeah, they have a much bigger fleet. There's also a mining station. Alright, I gotta get away from them. Ditch the tail. Oh, more ruins. Baby Yaga? Oh my god. Baba Yaga. Baba Yaga's here. With junk. Cursed junk. I'm gonna turn off my transponder. I'm not gonna make it easy for the pirates to follow me. There it is. Got paid, got free organs, and got an orbital fusion line. I think we know someone to make a visit to. Question, chat. Right after this raffle, actually. So, first things first, we have the... Let's go with the captain. The unnamed captain. So in terms of the personality, it is... I was right. Steady, steady, steady. Everyone's steady. So the unnamed captain is going to be named Fraggles. I wonder if the ship is going to be named Rock. So we have Fraggles Rock. Y'all are probably too young to know what I'm talking about. And Quantum Region, you are the Shrike. Also, you have like a ton of unspent points, so let's just add capacitors events. It's the best I could do outside of a dry dock. There was a lot of other stuff here, as long as the pirates don't catch up with me to check out. And they're right on my tail. An administrator, who I am going to fire. Ooh, a Mora. I like Moras. But the hostile fleet's too close to me. Yeah, my wife tells me I dance like Fraggle Rock. Which is not a compliment, for those that don't know. Oh, what did I find? Derelict ship? It's crazy that it popped up. Can you, pirate, just leave me alone? It's crazy that it popped up on my, like, intel before I even physically saw it. And a commander here, too. I don't think I'm going to opt for a story-pointed Mora, though. I like Moras, but not that much. So, for the administrator, let's fire them. I don't need one. Bye-bye. You're not getting paid. Whatever your name was. And then the commander... is Gamal Triton. Non-elite combat endurance, non-elite target analysis, non-elite missile spec, elite energy weapon, and non-elite. I don't like them either. Bye. We could be a little picky. So what derelict ship is this? I'd like to know before I get pushed out from the pirates. They're gonna catch up to me on this at this rate. It is a mud skipper. Oh, it's just a mud skipper. Forget about that. Bye. Haha. Next step. Stop. Whatever. Words. Algava or Pontus? We'll go to Pontus. Vortex has an orbital station, so its stability has gone up. And the megaport is on its way. It's growing very quickly. And also because it's a really low hazard rating, it's very easy to invite migration to it. So this mission is for a toxic world at Pontus. Have I ever been to Pontus? I have not. But I'm gonna go here. Arid, toxic. I want to go to the arid one first. Ground defense or saving money? I don't really need ground defense unless I make enemies. So it would be spending money to not make money, which doesn't make sense at this point. Another administrator that I have to fire, and a plasma dynamo. That's nice if I find a gas giant that is worth mining for volatiles. The hail is people that want to trade heavy machinery supplies. Sure. Bye. And I'm over capacity. If I was to add anything to Vortex, it would probably be a way station, so that I could actually refuel when I'm at home. So maybe I'll build that. It doesn't take an industry slot. Because I don't really need to consider military or defenses yet, because I don't have enemies. So unless the Nexus, or unless the Remnants decide to, like, mess with me, it's not necessary. Alright, that one's done. Because the next mission has me going where there's a mining station and an orbital station, it probably makes more sense to head back home through a gate or something before going out there, because I don't have storage space for anything more. So I'm going to go to Delta Asmida and sell my stuff back at the core. I'm pretty sure Hegemony is like a month or two away from being the only alliance in the core, which is not great. What's the status of the colony crisis? It's climbing. The question I did have is, should we gift the lamp to Kanta? The orbital fusion lamp, that is, but I'm sure most of you know what I'm talking about. No. There's the pulp. Because we're about to be back in core. So for those that don't understand what you're voting on, in order to mitigate pirate threat, you can make a offering to Kanta, the pirate, self-proclaimed pirate monarch, and mitigate that threat. And you can gift the orbital fusion lamp, which then drives up the demand for volatiles at Kanta's den. Kanta's like pirate HQ. Which is a pretty easy way to guarantee that you can sell volatiles to Kanta. So it's kind of like 2 birds, 1 stone type of deal. not a bad gig. All right, now that we're back in core, there's also new missions being offered. So let's see if any of them... Yeah, that one kind of lines up, but it's for Hegemony, so screw them. And that one's out of the way. Oh, transponder. Yep. So for you, give you advanced optics and ITU. No, it actually wouldn't be a terrible idea to give advanced optics to Wolf either. I haven't really been seeing our Wolf use the missiles. Have you? Yeah, I really haven't seen the Wolf fire off missiles like at all. I don't know why, but whatever. Okay, so we're good here. You guys say gift to Kanta. Let us out. And they're complaining about the transponder, even though I had turned it on. Thank you for tuning in to Starsector Nex Revolution, which originally streamed live on Twitch May 2nd. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow Starsector players.